Good morning, one and all. And what we have here is a beautiful game of chess. I'm not sure of the map as I forgot the name of the map, but we have a very good matchup between a couple of 1300 ELO players. At blue, in blue, we have in blue, we have something I cannot spell. And in red, we have Raj Purohits. I think he sounds like an Indian guy. And it's always good to see someone from my country grinding this
नमस्ते मैं
game
तैयार
because
हूँ
I'd love to have an AoE scene live in India. All we have is Valorant and
नमस्ते
CS, which is also very nascent compared to what we have in NA. But I'm not here to complain.
हाँ
Let's just delve into the game. It's a good time to, since it's Dark Age, it's not a lot happening in the map except
आदेश
for scouting and hunting for food, pillaging for food. It's a good time to talk about the map. So, from what I see, the map is a hill. The base is set up in a hill, and the boundaries of the map is also hilly. But in center, we have all the wood in the world, and a little bit of wood is also in the back of the base. So I think uh, the center will be important in the late game because we also have a couple of blocks of gold. Okay, not a lot of gold in the map. Let me count it. So we only have 28,000 gold across the whole map, distributed over each corner and crook. I mean, yeah, I think I've selected everything. We have big chunk of gold right in front of the base for each person. That is a standard 8 tile. Oh no, I think 6 tile, 6 tile. We have a couple of 6 tile on the hill, and there are rest four to yeah. We have a couple of more gold in the pit, right? Now we can talk about the map, the base. It's pretty unwallable for both of them. There's not a lot you can do, given the fact it is on a hill which is not having much of a wood line. So you will have to really wall it like this fully, which is not often possible. And this applies for both of them. Though I think red has good safe gold. Uh, Both the golds are safe in fact, and one stone is same. For blue, I think only one gold is safe, can be safely taken. And even the stone is odd, the stones are odd, the main gold is odd. So it's kind of tricky for him. Uh, and where is the berry? Even the berry, I like the berry for Rajpurohit here. So I think it's a good game. It's gonna be a good game. I think map favors the red guy a little more. And red is Hindustanis. So he's going by his name. He has chosen Hindustanis. Let me just so thing about me is I don't remember the
नमस्ते
bonuses for each and every civ, unfortunately. So I'm just going through the wiki how to see what is the bonus for each, right? So from the alphabetical order, H should be after G. So yeah, I've gotten G. Unique unit is Ghulam. It's yeah, I know Gulam. It's what we call Gulam. And Imperial Camel Riders. So it's a camel heavy civilization. Hindustanis, Indians from the previous version. I know it's a good camel civilization,
हाँ
Imperial camels. They have a unique building which heals and speeds up nearby allied trade cards. I don't think this will be very germane in this matchup since it's 1v1. Now let's talk about the unique civilization bonuses and technologies. There is GT Road, Grand Trunk Road. It's actually a famous road in India, Grand Trunk Road. And it increases the speed of all gold income by 10%, trading fee reduced by 10%. And there is Shatagni, gives hand cannoneers +2 range. So we have camels, we have good camels plus good hand cannoneers. So it both can be a destructive combination because you can match your camels with hand cannoneers. It will be definitely expensive and it cannot be afforded in a map where there's less gold for sure. But still, it's a good combo to go by. Then we have villagers at are 8%, 13%, 18%, 20% cheaper in the Dark, Feudal, Castle Age, and Imperial Age, respectively. So that's a massive bonus given the villages cost cheaper. So you don't need as much villagers on food to keep them PC is pumping, you know what I'm saying? And then there is Camel Riders. All the Camel Riders attacks 20% faster, and Gunpowder units have 1 plus and 1 plus pierce armor and 1 plus melee armor. So all in all, it's a really good civilization. I really like it, given the fact you can really emphasize on camels and hand cannons. But from what I remember, this crux of the civilization is it just lacks the night line, which can be really problematic in many cases, because knights is what you go through. It's a superior form of camel, and camel is really not that great against everything besides knight, right? So it can be tricky for Hindustanis for in sometimes, and at the other side we have Vikings. Now Vikings is a OG civilization. It's an all-round civilization, and I know a couple of bonuses it has. Like, it has really good economical bonuses, given the fact that handcart and wheelbarrow is free. As we have advanced to feudal age, the wheelbarrow is free. We have berserkers as a unique unit, and I really don't remember all the unique text this guy has, and I'm trying to figure out if he comes before him or after him. It's a tricky situation for me, and I think I'll have to remember it one by one if I continue to cast games like this. But let me just find, yeah, I've got Vikings. So Vikings, yeah, wheelbarrow and handcart is free. It has already been researched for blue. Warships are cost less amount of EA percentage wise. It's not really imperative German here. And then infantry have 12 plus 20 hit points starting from feudal age. So the infantry is really loud for this. So it can go pikemen. I don't think Vikings have halberdiers. It has only up to pikemen from what I remember. So it can really counter those, but again, they can Rajput can always make hand cannons. Now we can focus on the map. So red has really nicely walled the front of space. I would really like to see a wall up to this part, and it can keep this part open, and this part can be closed. So the base is more or less safe from any attacks like this, and your spearmen won't have to chase around scouts. And for blue has also really nicely blocked the left side of the base. Again, as I said, I would like to see maybe wall this part, and maybe only keep these open. Wall as much as you want to avoid surprises and secure this part of the goal. But really appreciate a wall over here. But both of them are doing good, and I did not notice here. Blue has went fast castle, and he is castling with only 25 villagers. This is really nice, but what do we do from here? He is not having work to build any TC. He is having a huge amount of, I think he is planning a castle drop. But where do he drop? Because I think he is going ahead. Oh, he is not going ahead. I wonder why he chose this route, because it's doing nothing but giving him a defensive line, but you are also now so far behind in economy. Just look at him, he is at 31 villager and he is at 26. Not so far behind, maybe I exaggerated a lot. But I also see eco upgrades missing for blue, which is not a good sign, given you are already in castle age. But also handcart has already kicked in, wheelbarrow has already kicked in, while red is not having either one of them. Forget handcart is not having wheelbarrow even. So he is going for scouts, I think he will first click on for the next stage, and now he will produce a couple of scouts. Or will he not? I don't think so. He still has scouts alive, but I'm not sure if he sees this castle or not, because unfortunately I am unable to switch it to the fog of war, what the exact POV for red or blue is. I'm unable to switch to that, so that is causing me a little bit of problem. But I think this guy sees the castle, and yeah, I would have liked to see the wall, and here it comes. I think it's a good decision that's gonna pay for a long time. Yeah, and so does blue. I think it's setting itself up for a good map. Both are having minimal TC idle time, only 30 seconds. Both are capped at 30 seconds, and even economy idle is very close to each other, similar to each other. So I think they are going neck on neck. And oh, surprisingly, the villager count is also now evening up, and he's producing some berserks now. Do they have upgrade? No, they don't. They're moving ahead. I'm not sure what he is, where he's gonna push. Maybe we'll try to break in from here. If he has scouted that part. But I wonder why this villager count fell behind, because the TC idle time is similar to each other. Okay, I know now, because of wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow Viking did not have to research, right? But now, as soon as he has reached, both are going for the second town center. That's a good decision. I really want to see where do these berserks go. And he's also placing the third, Rajpurohit. Hindustani also is also placing the third. Now he's getting light cavalry upgrade. He's attacking the center. And what do you really do against these berserks? There's nothing you can produce which will counter berserks apart from hand cannoneer. But he has already committed to stable. I think he's building up a monastery, and which might be good given that you're not moving ahead from your base. But he's also going for fletching, and that is what I would have done, because you really need archers to counter this, and you will really need some range. And what's better than the Hindustani hand cannoneers, as I just spoke about it. Let's see his base now. He's at 41 villager and our guy is at 38 villagers, so it's not very far off, and he's having 3 TCs producing villagers. Are they all producing villagers? Yes. It's a good production he's keeping. And yeah, and I think oh, capture age, I'm not paying for it, so it's going ahead. I mean, it goes blur, it doesn't give me everything. I'm planning to subscribe to it if I continue my thing. And we had a huge fight. Red cleared the army up, I think, with the help of monks. He also has Hussar, light calves, which is the upgraded version. We all saw him upgrading it. And the unfortunate part is he's not, berserks are at the base model. They are not upgraded. And he's snagging one relic. I think he should snag more. There's one at the right of his map, and there are 2 at his base. So it's evenly distributed for both of them to take 2. And Rajpurohit has already taken 1. And blue here is also has a pretty nice eco. I think he can also build 1 more TC. I would like to see a TC over here. It secures the stone, and if you're willing to commit to berserks, maybe you wanna secure some stone for you, right?
Yeah.
And 3 TC is kicking in for Hindustanis. The 3 TCs is kicking in because he has surpassed him with 3 villages already. And both of them have pretty similar idle TC time and pretty similar in terms of their gaming acumen. It means they are not really keeping their TCs idle for a long time unless they are under. And it's a fight going on. It's a bad fight for red, because you cannot mess with berserks with cavalry and all. But will he get a conversion? There are 2 monks there, and I think he will get both. He will get both. But there was also 2 conversions that were made. So I think this fight went in the favor of. I would say it went in the favor of red here, because you just lost 6 berserks to a couple of monks and a couple of light caps. You lost 6. Yeah, and you gain nothing. Okay. There's a forward TC from blue. It's collecting wood and secures this gold. But as the game progresses, I don't think you can use TCs to secure places given the vast amount of armies that are built, right? I would have loved to see a TC here or here. And he should really snag the relics on both ends. No.
आदेश
Oh, okay. Okay, Red has
आपकी
already
सेवा
snagged
में
his one bite from Blue's plate. So that is not a good sign for Blue if this game goes long, which actually might. I think this map has seen the longest game ever played. I think this map only that was played between Andre and I think
नमस्ते
Ruben Stock
नमस्ते मैं तैयार
that
हूँ
went on for 95
आदेश हाँ
hours,
मैं तैयार
right?
हूँ
I think 2 days continuously the game was played, and they did not they did sleep between the game. I think it
आदेश
was 3-4 days. I think I'm not
हाँ
sure if 95 hour was the game hour this hour or the actual time that goes on in
आदेश
your life. I'm not sure. It was a game time or real time.
हाँ
But it was, I think, this map only. And you can always go along with this map. So it's better to snag relic. Point being, Rajpurath is getting his third. And is also building his arch range. I think he only has one arch range. And I think it's the first. It is the first one, right? So I think he's planning to tech into hand cannoneer. Would be my guess. And he's building a couple of barracks. Blue is building a couple of barracks. I think he wants to go to hell, um, which might be a good decision. Might not be a good decision, to be honest, because he should know better about Hindustanis than me, right? And he's also going imp. So I think he's going willing to get hand cannoneers. I don't think he's gonna make arbalasts or anything.
आपकी सेवा में
But he's going imp, and Blue here is far away from him. He is constantly producing villages. I think he's committing to Castle Age. I think he's not gonna go to imp for a long time. Because he's producing a lot of no, he's taking into pike as well, right? So it also costs food. I think he's far away from Imperial Age. Not far away exactly, because he already has the gold he needs. Let's see now. Both are having 2 castles now. Both are having, oh wow, it's filled with wood raiders. Sorry, berserkers. Let's see if the castle stops. I don't think the castle is gonna stop, but I'm sure it can go down. And the villagers have started ramming. The castle has started to be rammed, but he has a lot of stones to repair it all day. I think it's gonna be a lot of problem for them to repair this. But the fact the castle, I don't think the castle has murder holes as of now. But it has gotten a couple of conversations, but it's a massacre, it's a slaughterhouse for the berserks. It's getting a lot of villages, will kills. And I think he has killed a lot of villages. The eco KD is at 13-0. I think he has killed 13 of Red's villages, and that's goddamn. But the castle still stands. I think the focus was wrong. I think it was a good attempt. I think he lost 10. I don't think it was a good attempt. I think it was a good trade for Red, because now he has imp. Now Blue has lost all his army. There's nothing he can really do about him starting to trap the castles down. Oh, he's getting chemistry, so I think he's looking to use bombard cannons. But either ways, you cannot mess with now 13 range from these. And he's going man at arms now. I'm not sure of this tech though. Gambesons. I'm sure it does something nice for the infantry, since it's getting done from barracks. But it was a really bad trade. But he had to do something, because he's already up an imp now. And I think Blue has to commit to Castle Age now. There's nothing he can do about it. He has only 500 gold and 33 on food, which should be up. But I don't think he can afford to go to Castle Age, Imperial Age now, because you cannot save food now. You have to keep on producing something. You have to keep on fighting. You cannot do anything about it. Now we are going in with 3 rams, but what do you really do about this now? You're out of gas. You're gonna run out of gas now. Producing longswordman. What does longswordman do to you? And he's taking a fight, and I think wow, it can be a nightmare for this. It can be a nightmare for him, because wow, I think it went wrong. I think the Ye should have produced way early. The hand cannons should have been produced way early, and I think the monks have had to be stored behind this castle. And it's a massacre. It's a slaughter fest for Blue. I think he's killing a lot more villagers. He has killed 27. The eco for is down at 95 95 population, 97 population, whereas Blue is at 140. Is down at 98, 88 villages, whereas Blue is at 104. And the castle goes down, and soon does the town center, and soon what do you do as Red now? You should have started building hand cannons 10 days ago, and they're only now massing around what? Now you have around, say, how do you count? I forgot how to count. We have 6 hand cannons. What does 6 do? What does 6 do? What does 9 do? An army full of fully upgraded longswordmen and berserkers. These are no jokes. These are being carried by ramps, and your hand cannons don't do much against the ramps. So they're getting a safe escort to close to your base, close to the hand cannons, and then all you have to do is he has to get down and kill, slaughter. Oh, it's a nightmare for Red. It's a nightmare for Red. Yeah, I think Blue played it really smart. It's not a lot can be. There's not a lot Red can do. I think what Blue should do, notice though, he should sell all his wood. I mean, at least most of his wood, because he doesn't need 47 on wood at all. All he's producing is infantry, which is costing him food and gold. Right? He's not even producing halberdiers. So I think he should sell off his wood and just go to Imp. Just go to Imp, my man. You can go to Imp behind this, or you can just rush it. I think it's game over for Red. I think it's game over. You cannot really do much more this now. I think it's game over. Well, it was really, really good. I think I underestimated Blue's decision to not go Imp, because I would have thought Red was making hand cannons a long time ago, when he knew Blue was committing to infantry. I mean, he has scouts, he ought to know. I think he's pillaging the village now. There's nothing he can do about it. Just and I would always love to see Longswordman in action, because this is a unit you don't see a lot in the scene, right? People seldom make Longswordman. He could have just heavily relied on berserks, but he couldn't have produced so many berserks through a couple of castles, right? He only has, say, what, 2 castles, and he is producing out of, say, 6 barracks. So there is a lot of difference in production. So I think Longswordman fared out pretty well, pretty good. And the game was played pretty well. I think he's making an escape, but there's not a lot he can do about this now. He can, Blue can go to Imp behind the scenes and just sell the goddamn wood, man. He can easily go to Imp, and he could have gone Imp 5 minutes ago. Only had he sold all the food. And I think he's planning to go, because I think he has queued more Longswordmans, as he should, of course. I mean, no, I cannot dispute that, because you really don't need anything at this point. I mean, you have already won the game. He's down to 42 villagers. You are up at 120 villagers. All he has is villagers who are lumberjacks, and the economy is in shambles. I think you should have called 10 days ago. I think now he is making his last ditch effort with light cavalry, but I'm sure it's not gonna do so much against this. I can tell you this much, Mr. Rajpurohit. It's not gonna do a lot. He's trying to fight the Longswordman, and there's really not much I can commentate about him, because this game is dead as hell. There are a couple of hand cannons doing their thing, massacring the longswords, while there are 50 more longswordmen who is pillaging his whole base. So good luck with that, Mr. Handcan. 3 musketeers. Wow, these are the 3 musketeers. Okay, it's 4, but let me take some liberty and call them 3 musketeers. And he's microing the shit out of the musketeers. He's also trying to boom back over here. Come on, man, this design already. He's not even going up at this point. He doesn't need to go up. If he goes up, he will produce champions, and then you're dead, and whole lot of problems. Whole world goes to shit. Your whole world has gone to shit already. Okay, you're making castle then. You're making a couple of archery. It's okay. I'm sure that's gonna do a lot, but come on, man, you can resign that already. I think he's not even focusing. Blue. I don't think he's focusing anymore. I think he knows the game is over. He's having fun destroying the building, and I think he is trying to give him a chance. Maybe now he'll get a signal. Now he'll get a signal, and he will redirect his entire army to. I mean, come on, bro. You can just quickly destroy this thing in what? I don't know what blue is looking for. Maybe more castles to destroy because red is sure gonna make more castles. Can make 2 more. Do a castle drop here. Do a castle drop here. But you can make 5 more castles. It's not gonna do anything for you, man. E. Ah, I would much rather follow the bird than follow red because red is so dead. I think red should realize there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, I did saw a game from T90 today where MBL came back against I forgot his name. Something that starts with M, and whatever it was. But come on, man, you're not MBL. I mean, prove me wrong or something at least at this point. He has made a couple of gulams. Let's see how gulams do. He's microing gulams, he's microing everything, he's microing his villagers, he's microing the gulams, but he's letting his villagers die. 5 out of his 10 villagers die. That's not very wise. But okay. What do you do, pal? You are imp now. He will get champion, he will get plain. He's getting elite berserks, he will get champions. You should have gotten champions instead because you have a lot more long swords than you have berserks. So I think I would have gone with champions, but okay. 200 swordsman, but okay, to each its own. You have already won the game, my brother, so you have played well. I think you could have done a better job finishing the game quicker, but it's fine. I mean, you are literally finishing the game. You are clearing each and every building, so I think you actually are doing a better job, and I think he realized there's no point continuing this game because, come on, the game should have ended a long time ago. Anyways, let's have a look at the statistics. I mean, blue really played very, very, very well. There is no doubt. Um, and let's have a look. He went Imperial a long time ago, but he really did not produce the right units to defend against the Longswordman and Berserks. Whereas blue, even though the unit was wrong conventionally, given the fact your enemies was producing hand cannoneers, but your sheer number and the lack of numbers from red helped your case, and I mean you pretty much destroyed the shit out of his village. Let's have a look at the military counts. So yeah, you can see this is where the count started to develop for blue, and it snowballed, and then basically he died. Just nothing more can do. Could have done economically, yeah, same. If you see, okay, KD. If you see RD, what is RD? I'm not sure. What is CDM? Not sure, but it's fine. You can live without not knowing it. Army high 73 for Vikings. Economy, we can see 68,000, 65. I mean, everywhere except stone, blue has collected much more. Technological advancement, yeah, you can see. Oh, this is exploration, my bad. Let's have a look at the villagers. See, he created 121 villagers, whereas after the first castle went down, second castle went down. The number of villagers started depleting for red and it never recovered. Society, 6 castles, I don't care. APM I cannot see unfortunately. So yeah, it was a good game. Thanks for watching, guys.